Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for some distance swimming. Going to kick things off here in just a moment. Women's 1500, alternating with the men's 800. We're going to have 5 heats of each of those events. Our top 2 seeded finals will swim later this evening. So without further ado, this is the women's 1500 freestyle. Heat 1. $1,500 freestyle in the water. First of 5 heats for the women. Maddie Mintinko of Pikes Peak Athletics in 2. Rachel Love of Aggie Swim Club in 3. Matea Sokolo of TSM Aquatics in 4. Catherine Randall of Sun Devil Swimming in 5. And Katie McCarthy of Adina Swim Club in 6. Sokolo out in the lead, 2:11.79 at the 200-meter mark. 3 seconds under her best time pace. Her best time, a 16:59.96. We'll check in periodically as the ladies swim. This is the first of 5 heats of the women's 500. A reminder, we are alternating between women's 1500 and men's 800. 5 heats of each. 600 meters in, Sokolov still leading the way, 6:44.48 for her at the 600 meter mark, continuing to be ahead of her own best time pace. Second place is Maddie Mintinko, who's in lane 2. She too is well ahead of pace for a best time right now. The halfway mark, and to change things up, Maddie Mintinko has taken the lead. 8:26.86 for her at the 750. 750 down, 750 to go, heat number 1 of the women's 1500. 400 meters to go here in heat number 1. Mintinko continues to lead. That lead now out to just over 2 seconds. Sokolow in second, McCarthy in third. Mintinko's lifetime best, a 17:02:15. She actually swam that just a few months ago at the Tier Pro Swim Series in Westmont. And right now, she is certainly on pace to eclipse that record. McCarthy continues to reel in Sokolow as we have 300 meters to go. McCarthy splitting 33 mid. Sokolow just split a 34.0, giving up about a half a second there. .200 meters to go. McCarthy has made the pass. Now she's trying to track down Maddie Mintinko, who has been your leader for quite a while. Mintinko took the lead over right at the halfway point. Mintinko continues to hold the lead, but it's slim as we get the bells here in heat number 1. Mintinko, McCarthy, Sokolow. Final turn, Mintinko a 32.5, McCarthy a 32.5. So Mintinko has responded. Neither of these ladies have been under 17 minutes in their career. Both of them looking like they are well on their way to doing just that. A really strong kick being put out by Katie McCarthy. She may make the pass here on this last 50 meters. And it comes down to the touch, but it's Maddie Mintinko, 16:53.52. Mintinko drops almost 9 seconds. And then get this, Katie McCarthy goes to 16:53.62. And she drops almost 20 seconds off of her best time. A 2-year-old time for McCarthy, now long gone. and she is a sub-17 1500 swimmer. All right, this is Heat 2 overall, Heat 1 of the men's 800 freestyle. Men's 800 freestyle, first of 5 heats that we will swim in this afternoon session. Here are your swimmers. Max Hatcher of Lakeside Aquatic Club in 1. Connor Boatwright of Razorback Aquatics is in 2. Gabe Machado of Alto Swim Club in 3. Elijah Shoya of Northern Kentucky Clippers in 4. Luke Corey of Naval Academy Aquatic Club in 5. Freddie Klein of Swim Mac in 7. And Julian Rousseau of Pacific Swim in lane 8. .200 meters down, Shoyat in lane 4 leads the way. He's out on a 1:58.37. Solid 2.5 seconds better than his personal best pace. His best time in 8:07.24. He swam that at the Speedo Summer Championships back in 2021. He's got a 1/2 second lead on Luke Corey. That's halfway, 3:59.83 for Shoyat. Still a solid 3 seconds ahead of the pace to go best time. comes the bell for our leader. Well, as a shot in lane number 4, 7:01.86. Not out of the possibility that a strong finish, he could be 8:00 or maybe even faster, who knows. But his best time's in 8:07. He's going to absolutely obliterate that. Swim from August of 2021. Luke Corey also having a strong swim. He's about 6 seconds ahead of his best time pace. To the final 15 meters. Can hardly tell that he's already swum 750 of them. Joyant looks very strong, and he will touch with the heat win. 8:01.08. What a huge swim and a huge drop. 6 seconds off of that best time. And our first heat winner, also an Olympic qualifying time, Olympic trials rather, qualifying time. Second in 8:12.98 for Luke Corey. That's almost a 9-second drop for him. And then an 8:13.43 for Gabe Machado, which is almost a 10-second drop. So best times all around in the first heat of the men's 800. This is heat 3 overall, heat 2 of the women's 1500 freestyle. Women's 1500 freestyle, heat number 2. Here are your swimmers. Blair Stoneberg of Wisconsin Aquatics is in 1. Julie Arzavi of Triton's Aquatic Club in 2. Gina Jorgensen of Club Husker in 3. Camille DeBoer, of Florida in 4. Abby Gronel of Aggie Swim Club in 5. Maggie Graves of the University of Notre Dame in 6. Sophie Lange of Queen's University in 7, and then Ohio State's Mia Rankin in lane 8. Maggie Graves leading at the 500-meter mark, a 5:31.22 for her through 500. Gina Jorgensen was in second. It was a 5:33.38 at the 500. Both of them well under their PR pace. We've been seeing that a lot already this afternoon. Olympic trial cut for the women's 1500 is 16:45.69. Haven't seen anybody under that standard just yet. Here's the halfway mark, and just like in Heat 1, we've got a new leader at the halfway mark. It's Gina Jorgensen, 8:19.07, the split at the 750. Jorgensen about 15 seconds, believe it or not, under her best time pace right now, which would put her within threatening distance of that Olympic trial cut. Be a substantial amount of time drop from her best time. It's 17:18 is her PR. She is seated with a yards time from the 1650 of 16:13.34. Still too early to make any good predictions, so we'll just keep on watching and checking in periodically. We've reached 2/3 of the way, 1,000 meters down, 500 to go, 11:04 for Jorgensen at the 1,000-meter mark. And at this point, you almost start wondering if these best times are right. They are. But boy, Jorgensen is having a swim right now. Her best time is from this USA Swimming Futures Championship in Minneapolis less than a year ago. She was a 17:18:44. And if I'm doing my math correctly, she's 30 seconds ahead of her own best time pace right now, and gaining. We turn our attention now for Jorgensen to the Olympic trial cut, which is a 16:45.69. And she is within striking distance of that as she hits the final 400 meters. Grottle and Graves have a good battle going on in lanes 5 and 6. And at the 1100 mark, Grottle and Graves both right under Olympic trial pace as well. So let's see if we can't punch some tickets here in the women's 1500. .300 meters to go. Jorgensen slowing just ever so slightly, but still right about where she needs to be if she's going to get that Olympic trial cut. .200 meters remaining here for heat number 2's leader, Gina Jorgensen. Keeping a close eye on that battle for second, Grottle and Graves, as they are right on Olympic trial cut pace. And the best hope is probably that the race between the two of them will hopefully push them over and into Olympic trials for the 1500. There's the bell for your leader, Jorgensen in lane 3. Grottle has pulled away from Graves just ever so slightly. Maggie Graves needs a strong final 100 meters. If she's going to find that Olympic trial cut, it's going to be pretty close for her. She's turned on some extra speed trying to chase down Abby Grottle. There is Jorgensen's final turn. Simply just needs to make her way back in the same pace she's been for basically the past 29 lengths of the pool. Let me reiterate, Gina Jorgensen's best time coming into this race was a 17:18. She's going to go under the flags into the wall, and she's going to post a 16:34. That is an Olympic trial cut. What a great swim. A 16:40.6 for Abby Grottel, and a 16:44.86 under the Olympic trial cut for Maggie Graves as well. 3 sub 16:45.69 times. We're having some fun early at this distance session. Great swims by all 3 of your top finishers in this Heat 2 Women's 1500. They are also your top 3 up to this point in the afternoon. This is Heat 4 overall, Heat 2 of the men's 800 freestyle. Let's meet our 800 swimmers here in Heat 2. Owen Lloyd, Wolfpack Elite in 1. Nathan Sabota of Nova, Virginia in 2. Amadeus Knopp of Sarasota Sharks in 3. Jack Lucan of University of Michigan swim team in 4. Jack Callan of Club Wolverine in 5. Ivan Kurikin of Triton's Aquatic Club is in 6. Michael Bonson of Auburn University in 7. And Trey Dickey of Aggie Swim Club is in lane 8. .200 meters in, Kirkin in lane 6 out at a 157.73. A strong opening 200 meters for the 23-year-old from Triton's Aquatic Club. Men's 800 Olympic trial cut is an 8:09.69. These gentlemen have yet to punch their ticket in the 800 freestyle, so we'll see if anyone can do just that this afternoon. already halfway. Some fast swimming being turned in. Kirkian out in a 4:01.85, 0.2 of a second ahead of Owen Lloyd, who's out in a 4:02.04. Both of our leaders well under their best time pace right now, and both are under Olympic trial cut pace as well. Ivan Kirkian in lane 6, Triton's Aquatic Club. Lifetime best a 8:12.55. Swam only a few weeks ago, actually, in the Nova Speedo Grand Challenge back in May. Lloyd took the lead at the 450 mark. 5:03.84 at the 500-meter mark. Here's the 600-meter mark, 3/4 of the way through this Heat 2 men's 800 freestyle. 6:05.76 for Owen Lloyd in lane 1, and then clear across the pool from him is Trey Dickey, who's in second. He's a 6:06.84, almost exactly a second back from the lead of Lloyd. Lloyd is right under that Olympic trial cut pace, and then Dickey is right on that Olympic trial cut pace. 8:09.69 is what we're looking for these men to get to swim the 800 on a football field. Check out the speed change from Nathan Zabota in lane 2. And he's going to go from 5th to 2nd in 150 meters. Lots of bells as a lot of these gentlemen are headed into their final 100 meters. Lloyd still in the lead. Zabota's giving chase. Zabota split a 30.0. It's going to be real close down the stretch here for some Olympic trial cuts for these gentlemen. Lloyd, Zabota, and Dickey. All very close. Zabota continuing to just absolutely accelerate. 29.3 on that second to last 50. As if he was doing a 600 warm-up for a 200 freestyle. Nathan Zabota is going to take it. His best time is an 8:18.13. He's going to destroy that. How about an 8:05.78, 8:07.68, and an 8:08.57? 3 Olympic trial cuts for our top 3 finishers here in heat number 2 of the men's 800. Zabota dropping almost 13 seconds. Lloyd an 8:07.68, dropping 6 seconds, and then 8:08.57 for Trey Dickey, dropping a 1.5 seconds to get under that Olympic trials qualifying time. Are you hyped? I'm hyped. Caleb, our audio guy's hyped. This is Heat 3 of the women's 1500 freestyle. Emma Hastings, Wolfpack Elite in 1. Abby Pfeiffer of Longhorn Aquatics in 2. Paige McKenna, Wisconsin Aquatics in 3. Anna Auld of University of Florida in 4. Paige Kawada of University of Louisville in 5. Rachel Steggy of Athens Bulldog Swim Club in 6. Emily Ecker, Wisconsin Aquatics in 7. And Brooke Travis of Wolfpack Elite is in lane 8. 500 meters in, Paige McKenna leads 5:24.37 for her. McKenna actually has a best time of 16:26.49, but has yet to log a time in the qualifying period for Olympic trials, so looking to do just that. She's also under PR pace right now. That best time came at the 2019 Phillips 66 Summer National Championships. Out in Stanford, California. So keep a close eye on Paige McKenna, who's leading in lane number 3. Rachel Steggy only about 2 seconds behind in lane number 6. Still plenty of swimming to go here in our third heat of the women's 1500. Paige McKenna continues to be under best time pace. 8:40.6 at the 800 meter mark. She was 8:43.55 back in 2019 when she went that best time. Steggy in lane 6. Also having a strong swim. She's out at the 800 and 8:46.0. That's almost 2 seconds faster than where she was when she swam her best time. Similar to McKenna, that was back in 2019. This is 1,000 meters now for Paige McKenna. She flips at a 10:52.22. Coach's approval, 10:54.67 is where she was when she went to best time. So we're 2.5 seconds up on that, which is way under that Olympic trial cut that we're hoping to see from quite a few of our swimmers this week. 400 meters left for McKenna now. It's the 1,100 meter mark. She's now 3 seconds under PR pace. Steggy in lane 6 in second. Keeping a close eye on Anna Auld of Florida, who's in lane 4. Steggy exactly 2 seconds ahead of her best time pace, and Anna Auld is 10 seconds ahead of her best time pace. All three of them well under the Olympic trial cut pace. McKenna's getting faster and faster, actually. That was a 33.0, but she was down to 32.6 for a few 50s in a row. Final 300 meters for your leader. McKenna, 150 meters to go. She'll get the bell at this next lap. She's now 5 seconds ahead of her best time pace, trending towards maybe even a sub 16:20 performance here. Paige McKenna, the 20-year-old from Wisconsin Aquatics, gets the bell. Heat 3 of the women's 1500 in its final 100. Steggy making her final 100. Hastings now in lane 1. She is in third, Auld in fourth. Hastings exactly a second back from Steggy, and she's been out splitting her by about 3 to 5 tenths of a second. So it's not unimaginable that she could catch her down the stretch. McKenna continuing to look incredibly fast, right at that 16:20 to 16:19 pace. Final 25 meters now for your heat leader and soon-to-be winner, Paige McKenna, who is on pace to certainly set our top time of the afternoon. Here she goes into the wall. What is the time? How about a 16:20.66? A good swim. Dropping 6 seconds off of that best time from 2019 does Paige McKenna. 16:29.55 for Rachel Steggy. She drops 4 seconds off of her best. Hastings a 16:32 and all to 16:37. 4 Olympic trial cuts right there. And a 16:45.73 for Abby Pfeiffer. That wraps up heat 3 of the women's 1500 freestyle. This is heat 6 overall, heat 3 of the men's 800 freestyle. Swimming in your 800 freestyle heat number 3, Luka Mijatovic of Pleasanton Seahawks in 1, Andrew Taylor in 2 for Tampa Bay Aquatic Club, Aiden Hammer of King Aquatic in 3, Luke Whitlock of Fishers Area in 4, Lance Norris of Wolfpack Elite in 5, Brennan Gravely of the University of Florida in 6, Ryan Arisman of Laker Swim in 7, and Jake Narvit of Tennessee Aquatics is in lane 8. Early lead in lane 8, Jake Narvit of Tennessee Aquatics out in a 56.3, right ahead of Luka Mijatovic, 56.7 for him. 0.3 of a second back for the 13-14 national age group record holder in lane 1. Here's the 300-meter mark for Narvid, your leader. 2:57.77 for him. Right now, he's 3.5 seconds under his best time pace. Mijatovic in lane 1, 2:58.14 at the 300-meter mark. He's exactly 3 seconds under his best time, which bears mentioning is the national age group record. So if he goes the best time, we get another national age group record in a meet that just seems like every record available is being threatened or broken. Luke Whitlock in lane 4 also having a strong swim. At the 300-meter mark, he was a 2:58.80, and that is 3 seconds faster than his best time pace. So hopefully we can hold this pace up for all of these gentlemen and see some best times. Quite a few Olympic trial cut opportunities on the line. Mijatovic now in third, 3:59.40 for him. A 3:59.30 for Whitlock. And a 3:58.70 for Narvid. Jake Narvid, so far having an out-of-body experience, incredibly fast comparatively. The Martha McKee invite just a few weeks ago in Charlotte, he was an 8:21.13. He's kind of been in that 8:10 to 8:20 range a handful of times. His best time is an 8:10.99. Believe it or not, he was an 8:11.00 and then an 8:10.99. So consistency, the name of his game. Here comes the 500-meter mark, 300 to go. And we've got a new leader. It's Luke Whitlock, 4:59.77 at the 500-meter mark. All sorts of coaches having fun on the side of the pool, which means you know you're doing something right. And for Lance Norris, that's something. He's going to 4:59 at the 500-meter mark, which is 6 seconds faster than what he did when he went a best time at the TAC Titans Long Course Premier Meet. Here's the final 200 meters. Whitlock still in the lead. Narvid still right there. Mijatovic at a 6:02.53, still 5 seconds under his NAG record pace, which is absolutely mind-boggling. All three of these men having wonderful swims. Mijatovic has found a little bit more of a gear. He went as high as a 31.0, back down to a 30.4, and making up some ground on Narvid in lane 8. I know it's the afternoon, I know it's the distance session, but we have an opportunity to see a national age group record get obliterated right now, as well as two men going well under their best times. So if you got hands, put them together. Let these gentlemen know you are backing them and their wonderful swims. Luke Whitlock came in with an 8:09.69 being his best time, which, mind you, is the Olympic trial cut, so he's already got that checked off, but right now he's trending towards something around a 9 to 10 second drop. And what a time to do it at the national championships. Whitlock a 30.4, Mijatovic a 30.2, Narvid a 30.7. Final 50 meters for our leaders. Whitlock's best time in 8:09.6. Narvid's in 8:10.99. The national age group record for Luka Mijatovic is an 8:07.96. All three of those are gone. How about an 8:00.79, an 8:02.27 for Jake Narvid, and a new national age group record by over 5 seconds for Luka Mijatovic in lane number 1. What a great heat of distance swimming. Wow, 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 what a great race that was. More great swimming on the way. This is Heat 7, overall Heat 4 of the women's 1500. Heat 7 overall, Heat 4 of the women's 1500 underway. University of Michigan swim teams: Catherine Shanley in 1, Sophia Knapp of Tide Swimming in 2, Gwen Woodbury of Ohio State in 3, Allie Breslin of Tennessee Aquatics in 4, Elle Braun of Wisconsin Aquatics in 5, Mackie Hodges of Sandpipers of Nevada in 6, Caroline Benda of Kentucky Aquatics in 7, and Aurora Rockhair of Alto Swim Club in lane 8. 600 meters in. The lead is in lane number 4. Ellie Breslin of Tennessee Aquatics. Flipped at a 6:35.89, right on best time pace. She leads Ellie Braun, who is 6:38.36 at the 600. And Aurora Rockhair, 6:38.56. It's 800 meters in on this Heat 4 women's 1500 freestyle, 8:49.21 for your leader, Ellie Breslin. Continuing to be right around best time pace, about 0.3 of a second off. That's it. Well, that can be made up over the course of this 1500. Breslin continues to be your leader, trending right now to about a 16:35, maybe 16:36, which would be a best time for her. Sophia Knapp in lane 2 is in 3rd, and Aurora Roghair is in lane 8. She's sitting between those two in 2nd. 300 meters to go here in heat number 4, the women's 1500. .200 meters to go for Breslin. 14:22 at the 1300. Now she's picking up the pace even more. 33.1 on that 50. She's got 3.5 seconds between her and Sophia Knapp, as well as Aurora Roghair. Here come the bells for Allie Breslin, your heat leader, on her way to a potential heat win, barring anything crazy. Mainly because she is putting in some work down the stretch here, up to 4 seconds ahead of Roghair and Knapp. Like I said earlier, she is trending towards a best time, but she is getting faster and faster each 50. So how far under that best time? Only time will tell. She's already got the Olympic trial cut, swam a 16:45.42 at the US Open in December, so that is under the cut. 16:45.69 is the cut that we're looking for. Breslin, Knapp, and Roghair all well on their way to going that time. Just calm, cool, collected heat win. Allie Breslin's gonna take it. And she's gonna go a best time, 16:34.64, dropping a little bit over 3 seconds off of her best. And she will be 4th overall, with 2 heats of the women's 1500 remaining, including that heat this evening. 16:37.83 for Sophia Knapp, finishing in 2nd. That's a 6-second drop for her. And then a 16:38.72 for Aurora Roghair. That's almost a 3-second drop for her. And that rounds out your top 3 here in heat number 4 of the women's 1500. This is heat 8 overall, heat 4 of the men's 800 freestyle. swimming in Heat 4 of the men's 800. Connor Hunt in lane 1 for University of Michigan swim team. Kentucky Aquatics Levi Sandich in 2. Mason Carlton of Indiana Swim Club in 3. Mason Mathias of Auburn University in 4. Dylan Wright of Sandpipers of Nevada in 5. Bobby D'Annunzio of Tide Swimming in 6. Grant Davis, Auburn University in 7. And Jude Williams of Wisconsin Aquatics is in lane 8. 200 meters in, 156.90. Levi Sandich in lane 2, leading the way. Quarter of the way through this 800 freestyle heat number 4. .400 meters in, more of the same. Levi Sandich at 3:58.28 at the 400 meter mark. It's 2.5 seconds up on the pace he held when he won a best time at the NCSA Summer Swimming Championships last July. 8:07.13 is his best time. Has yet to record a Olympic trials qualifying time in the qualifying windows. We'll see if he can do exactly that. A best time would indeed do it. 8:09.69 is the trials cut. 600 meters down, 200 to go. Sandage continues to lead, 6:00.86 for him. Luke Whitlock of Fishers area has the top time with 8:00.79 so far. Sandage right around that, but it looks like he's trending a little bit more towards an 8:02 or an 8:03. We will keep an eye on it. The best sounds you can hear if you're a distance swimmer. Those bells mean you're 2 lengths away. 100 meters remaining for Sandage, our leader, who's got 4 seconds on Mason Carlton, who's in second. Carlton has another 2 seconds on Mason Matthias, who's in third. Final 100 meters here in heat number 4 of the men's 800. Sandage coming back real strong. Best time in 8:07.13. He's going to be well under that. What is he going to be? How about an 8:01.96 for Levi Sandage of the University of Kentucky? Dropping over 5 seconds. 8:06.64 for Mason Carlton. He gets second place, and then an 8:08.46 for Mason Matthias. Getting under that Olympic trial time and getting third in the heat. This is heat number 9 overall, heat 5 of the women's 1500 freestyle. In the 1500, Caroline Pennington of the University of Florida is in 1. Kevin Gormson, Long Island Aquatic Club, in 2. Chloe Kim of Scarlet Aquatics in lane 3. Maddie Wagoner of Jersey Wahoos in 4. Kate Hurst of Scarlet Aquatics in 5. Jillian Cox of Longhorn Aquatics is in 6. Evie McCullough, Swim Atlanta in lane 7. And Chase Travis of Wolfpack Elite, he's in lane 8. 500 meters in for the women's 1500 freestyle. Lead is Chase Travis, 5:27.12 for her. She's just ahead by only a tenth of a second on Caroline Pennington. And then Gavin Gormson also right there in the mix at the 500 meter mark. Jillian Cox leading the way with 400 meters to go. Cox second in the 800 earlier this week. In lane 6 with the edge over Caroline Pennington. Pennington a second ahead of Kate Hurst. .200 meters left for Jillian Cox, your leader. Right now about 10 seconds ahead of her PR pace, trying to take the heat and maybe even post the top time of the afternoon. We do have that top seeded heat that will swim this evening, but all times are eligible for any of those finishing spots. Abby McCullough making some moves, 32.8 heading into the 1350. There is the bell for Jillian Cox. Cox's best time coming into this from the Junior Pan Pacific Championships, where she won a 16:29.16. Right now she's trending to something in the 16:19 range. Paige McKenna's 16:20.66 is our top time of the afternoon. Will it be McKenna or will it be Cox? It'll be Jillian Cox, 16:18.40. What a finish. Second place, a 16:27.71 for Abby McCullough. That's a 4-second drop for her. And then third place, 16:28.64 for Kate Hurst. Just off of a best time for her. So heading into tonight's top seeded final, Jillian Cox We'll keep an eye on her time as those ladies race 16:18:40. All right, so the results of the afternoon are on the board. There you see Jillian Cox, who we just mentioned, 16:18:40, your top time of the afternoon. Kenna, McCullough, Hurst, Pennington, Steggy, Hastings, Breslin, those are your top 8. That'll set us up nicely for a strong night on the women's. This is Heat 10 overall, Heat 5 of the men's 800 freestyle. Swimming in Heat 5 in 1, Sean Green from Long Island Aquatic Club. Lane 2, Joey Tepper from Tennessee Aquatics. Lane 3, Nick Caruso of Kentucky Aquatics. Lane 4, Norvin Klontz of Swim Mag. Sandpipers of Nevada's Luke Ellis in 5. Landon D'Ariano, Germantown Academy in 6. Chris Nagy of University of Minnesota in 7. And Mason Edmond of Ohio State in 8. 200 meters in, 157.81. Chris Nagy in the lead in lane 7. Nagy's best time from last year's national championships out in Irvine, California, 8:04.98 his time. Need a coaching representative from FMC Aquatic over to the announcer stand, please. FMC Aquatic. Thank you. Orvin Klon's making some moves, 30.7 to jump from 7th to 4th on the 50. Heading into the 550 meter mark. We're now heading into the final 200 meters. Nick Caruso holding that lead, 6:00.24. Need a coaching representative from Wolfpack Aquatics over to the admin table. Announcer's desk, please. Nick Caruso here in the bells. He's got 100 meters to go. Still flirting with that sub 8 minute time. Nobody in this heat has broken 8 minutes in their career. Caruso, 8:03.04 is his best time coming into the meet. He's about 5 seconds ahead of that, so he could be looking at a 7:59, maybe even a 7:58 if he can have a really, really solid finish, which he's done plenty of times before. Kentucky Wildcat. 29.5 on the way down. Could he come back in a 28 on the way back? Luke Ellis looking strong as well. He was a 30.0. He's going to have to hold off a field that is charging, but he does have a solid second gap. Third place is a battle right now between Nagy and Tepper. Caruso goes to 7:58.80. There you go. First sub 8 minute swim of his career. 8:01.87 for Luke Ellis, finishing in second. That's the best time for him. And then an 8:03.10 for Chris Nagy, finishing in third. That's the best time for him by almost 2 seconds as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our afternoon distance session. A big round of applause for all of our distance swimmers. The women's 1500 and the men's 800. Competition pool is now open for warm up and warm down. Our session this evening will start in just over 1 hour. Final night of competition, Phillips 66 National Championships.